When I was 275 pounds, I was so desperate to lose weight that I followed everything the fitness industry said to do, and none of it worked. And I kept failing over and over again. Finally, I realized if I actually wanted to get results, I needed to do things differently. So I'm gonna share with you the 5 popular weight loss rules that I didn't follow in order to lose 130 pounds and keep it off for over 9 years. Remember, I'm not a doctor. Always consult a medical professional. This is just my experience and what I had to do to save my life because I was morbidly obese. So if something works for you, that's great. This isn't putting down what works for other people, but I needed to do what worked for me, and this is what worked. Rule number 1 that I didn't follow: focus on quality of food. There is a really big push right now to focus on the quality of food if you want to lose weight. And yes, quality of food is great. And if you like it and you want to focus on that, that's cool. But if you're looking to lose weight, there's only one rule, and that is calories in, calories out. Meaning you have to be in a calorie deficit in order to actually lose the weight. If you focus only on quality, but you don't know how much of the quality food you're eating, you may be eating in a calorie surplus and you might actually be gaining or not losing weight because of it. I did all of that. I thought if I only ate like really high quality, healthy food, that would be enough for me to lose weight. But it's not, because I wasn't tracking anything. And just because it says healthy doesn't mean it's low calorie. So you still have to know how much you're eating no matter what you eat. Weight loss isn't about what you're eating, what kinds of food you're eating, it's about how much. And you have to eat less if you want to lose the weight and actually sustain it and get the results you're looking for. 95% of my diet, where I eat a ton of fruit, I eat veggies, I eat lean protein, I eat a really balanced diet. I take fish oils, I drink a lot of water, I do an hour of cardio 6 days a week. The people that comment on the processed parts of my diet leave out all the rest of my diet. Number 2, load up on veggies. Now, veggies are great for weight loss. They're really low calorie, so it's a great way to eat low cal, high volume, meaning you can eat a lot of veggies and stay in a calorie deficit and feel full. They also have a lot of fiber in them, which is awesome because that helps you feel fuller longer too. But Kyle and I are in our 40s, and along our weight loss journey, like, we've eaten tons of veggies, but every year, like, as we get older, we notice our body tolerates veggies less. And like, for example, last week we ate a salad with peppers and onions, and for days after, we were actually in pain. Like, our stomachs no longer like peppers, onions. Like, the safest veggies, the most gentle on our stomach right now, we're learning, are carrots and cucumbers. If you love veggies and you want to eat them for weight loss, that's great. You still have to eat in a calorie deficit. So if you don't like veggies, or, you know, there's a lot, like for Kyle and I, where it's hurting your stomach or you just doesn't sit well with you, you don't have to force it. Choose the ones that you like or that, you know, you feel good eating, and then don't worry about the rest if they're, you know, not sitting right with you. 3, you have to perform strenuous exercise in order to burn a lot of calories and lose the weight. I can't tell you how many years of high intensity exercise that I tried. HIIT, Insanity, P90X, jumping jacks, running, jogging, jumping rope, trampoline, like, you name it, I tried all of it because I thought I needed to do it in order to lose weight. But I was 275 pounds, I was morbidly obese, and I physically could barely do anything at my weight. Trying to force home those kinds of exercises, I physically wasn't fit enough to do it, so I couldn't sustain it. And after doing like one session, I would be exhausted and I wouldn't want to do it ever again. On top of that, when you're doing strenuous exercise, if you do choose to do it, you do need to build in recovery time, which Kyle and I didn't. So we were both morbidly obese, really struggling to do even daily physical activities like getting up and down from a chair, bending down to tie our shoes, and we weren't giving ourselves recovery time in between the exercises. So every day we'd be trying to do these things that we weren't fit enough to do, and we would end up just hurting ourselves or being exhausted and not wanting to do it again. Right now, like, ego lifting is popular too, and like hustle and grind. If you like to do those things, that's great, but you gotta make sure that it's sustainable. So make sure that you're building in recovery time. And also, like, if you're eating in a calorie deficit and you're over exercising, it might just make you too hungry. So you have to find a balance. And Kyle and I had to find something that we could physically do to move our body, but that wasn't really like hurting us or exhausting us, and that was walking. And we started with only 15 minutes every day. 15 minutes. We gave ourselves lots of breaks because he had leg cramps. I had plantar fasciitis so bad in my left foot. I was basically hobbling around on one foot all day. And so walking with breaks for 15 minutes every day, combined with portion control, really helped us start getting results because we could sustain the walking. And as we got more fit and lost more weight, we were able to build up. Now we do an hour, but it took us time, and we made sure that we were fit enough to do it as we increased the amount of time. So pick something that you like. Doesn't matter what it is. If you like HIIT, that's great, but form a balance with what you're eating, and remember that diet is key. You need to get your diet in check because you can't out-train a bad diet. So focus on your diet first. Exercise is the cherry on top. Do something you like that you can sustain, and then that'll be a sustainable, like, weight loss plan for you. And
I'll just add in quickly, it's not just ego lifting that's promoted on social media. It's it's ego eating.
Yes.
Ego everything. Right. So it's like virtue signaling on eating and training now, which is like double whammy. So just keep in mind, when you see someone's workout, they're only posting their top set. Like, yes. For a lot of people, like, I'll warm up to a heavier weight. So if I just post my heavy weight and someone watching thinks I lift that every single set, like it's hardcore like that, it's not true. People also post the highlight of their diets too.
Exactly.
So they leave out the Dairy Queen and they post their perfect organic grass-fed plate of food. And people think, oh, they eat like that 100% of the time.
That's a really good point. Yeah, it's all about the balance with the diet and with the exercise. That's how we were able to get and keep the weight off, because we learned balance with that. If you want to know the exact meals and portions that I ate to lose the weight, you can buy my weight loss ebook called The First 50. The link's down below, and code Nicole will save you 10% off. If you're looking for a good protein powder, because protein lowers your hunger hormone ghrelin, which helps you feel fuller longer, and it's normal to be hungry when you're eating in a calorie deficit. So this is HTLT Subs protein. It's the best tasting protein powder ever. I love showing the maple cookie. It's one of my favorite flavors, and it's the most versatile. I love putting it in my oatmeal. Greek yogurt, a scoop in Greek yogurt, plain fat-free, makes the best low-cal, high-protein fruit dip, and I tell you that all the time because it's my favorite. Code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below. Number 4, you need to eat low or zero carbs to get results. So I took away carbs for years. I thought that carbs were the problem, but the thing is, for me, anytime that I take something away, it just makes me want to do it more. So every time that I restricted my carbs or took them away completely, I would end up eating way more of them, and then I would feel bad, and it would trigger my emotional eating, and it would just go in this never-ending cycle. Carbs get the blame a lot, but it's that you're eating too much food. Like, when you're gaining weight, it's not carbs, it's that you're eating in a calorie surplus. So it's the amount of food, not what you're eating, just like I talked about earlier. It's the quantity, not the quality. Carbs don't actually cause the weight gain. I ate tons of them to lose the weight, actually. I mostly chose whole grain because they have fiber and they help you feel fuller longer, but I ate everything, and I still do. Bread, wraps, bagels, like bagel thins, English muffins, like all kinds. If you love carbs, you don't have to take them away. It's just about eating less of them, looking at the portion sizes like I did, and using the serving sizes on the backs of the packages as a guide. And that's how I was able to eat carbs and lose the weight. If you like doing low carb or no carb, that's great if it's sustainable for you, but it wasn't for me, and I was thinking that I had to do it for the rest of my life. and that I could do that and keep it up. But I love bread. So taking away is just not sustainable for me. So I had to stop following that rule. Number 5, cut out or stay away from sweeteners, processed meat, diet pop, and margarine. But here's the thing, I was morbidly obese. I was drinking 7 regular cans of Dr. Pepper a day, which is almost 1,000 calories in just liquid alone, not even including my food. Kyle and I were cooking with pounds of butter a week, and we were using tons of sugar. We weren't ready to give that stuff up because anytime we took it away, it just backfired and we would just end up eating more of it, like I said. We decided, what if we try not taking it away, but switching it for a lower calorie version? We switched butter for margarine, regular pop for diet, and sugar for sweetener. And then the processed meat, the lunch meat, the turkey pepperoni, those things were great, quick, low-calorie snacks that have lots of protein in them. You can eat a lot of them and feel full on that, and we have big appetites. It's also super portable and great for lunches and traveling, and we love putting deli meat, obviously in sandwiches and subs, but we love putting it on our low-calorie pizza, in omelets. I just showed myself using it in an egg bake in my breakfast video. The thing is, we eat a very balanced diet. These things take up a small piece of our diet every day, but they literally saved our lives. I wasn't ready to give up the Dr. Pepper, so switching to diet, it literally saved my life because I felt like I could actually do this. I could actually sustain the weight loss. And you know, my weight was causing me serious health problems. Like, I had sleep apnea so bad, I was stopping breathing 7 times a night and partially stopping breathing 84 times a night. It was my weight that was causing me the health problems. So getting the weight off was the most important thing for me, and switching to margarine for a while, having sweetener, having diet pop, processed meat, that helped me. It's not my entire diet, but it helps. And I do have that stuff every single day. And yes, I do eat butter sometimes, but I also eat margarine.
And for me and Nicole, like we said before, we're not doctors, we're not making any statements.
No.
But for us, once we got the weight off, I reversed my type 2 diabetes. Nicole got off of her sleep apnea machine. She reversed her plantar fasciitis.
Yes. Medically cleared. I went and got another sleep study. I was medically cleared of sleep apnea. Do not have to use my machine anymore.
My A1C levels are athlete levels for my blood sugar for the last 8 years.
Yeah, they're like amazing, his levels. And like every once in a while, my plantar fasciitis, like my heel might get a little sore, but a couple stretches and it's gone. For the most part, I am completely pain-free. I wear no inserts or orthotics, just good running shoes, because it was the weight that was the problem.
My leg cramps, I walk, you know, I do an hour of cardio just like Nicole, and no more leg cramps, no more acid reflux waking me up in the middle of the night.
I remember that. I was either waking up gasping for air because of my sleep apnea, or he was beside me waking up gasping for air because of the acid reflux because of our weight. So the moral of the story here is, just because it's popular doesn't mean that it's going to work for you or work for weight loss. Weight loss should never be a punishment. So if you don't like something or it's not working for you, you don't have to force it. You can find something that works for you. And Sassy and I always say, like, don't directly copy from anyone, including us. Cherry pick the best pieces that we share with you and modify them to fit your own needs, because everybody is different and things are going to work differently for everyone. But we like to share our story and our experience because we really struggled and we found some easier ways to lose the weight and keep it off. So we share those in case it helps others too. But again, we're not professionals. We're literally just 2 friends that lost a lot of weight and have kept it off for a long time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps anybody struggling out there. Remember, find what works for you, cherry pick from everyone, and modify it for yourself. And if you want more fun weight loss tips from 2 cute friends, watch this bit and this bit, because Sass and I are real friends, losing weight in the real world, honey. And thanks so much for watching, cutie. I really appreciate your support, and so does my Sassy. I will catch you in the next big cutie. I know, on a tightrope, guys.
Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, saved. Uh-oh. Yes. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it. Tightrope walker a la extraordinaire.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it.